She would do all she could in order to keep the attention off of her, right? Oh, maybe not.
The WNBA has made it clear that they are no longer associated with Angel Ree after her surprising move to adult entertainment shocked fans. Her recent actions, seen by many as a desperate attempt to gain attention, have left people stunned and questioning how far someone would go to stay in the spotlight.
Angel Reese, which is absolutely ridiculous, and let's talk about how ridiculous it is.
Wasn't she the one who cried on national TV about being sexualized? Yet her Instagram tells a completely different story. Seriously, pick a side. You can't act like a victim while also turning yourself into a billboard for cheap publicity. If you want to be bold, own it.
Death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong.
Angel, maybe stick to basketball instead of turning your life into a circus. Claiming harassment while your actions scream, "Look at me," isn't just hypocritical, it's downright ridiculous. Honestly, we all see through it, and it's as embarrassing as it gets. Remember when Angel Reese was known for basketball? Yeah, me neither, because now she's more focused on being the ultimate attention seeker than an athlete. She's out here wearing outfits that wouldn't even make sense at a costume party, let alone in a professional setting. It's not just cringeworthy, it's like she's auditioning for a bad reality show where the prize is public humiliation. And let's be honest, she's nailing it.
I do think that some of this drama, and she started some of it, to be fair, got to her.
Let's rewind for a second. Angel Reese, who was once seen as a rising star in the WNBA, has now become a complete joke. Her latest stunt? She's redefined bold, but not in a good way. It's the kind of bold that makes you wonder if she's lost a bet or is on a mission to ruin her career as fast as possible. And honestly, she's doing it so well, it's like she's competing for a championship in self-sabotage.
Some rather risque sort of pictures of her in a parking garage. And in fact, we're talking about the whole Angel Reese being sexualized thing.
From taunting Caitlin Clark on the court to now strutting around in questionable outfits, Angel Reese has turned herself into a sideshow. She tried to outdo Caitlin in every way: trash talk, attitude, physicality, but failed miserably every time. Now, instead of competing in basketball, she's taken it to a new level, competing with herself for the title of biggest public embarrassment.
She was being sexualized, right? She's stressed out. She's being sexualized. Nothing to see here.
Angel Reese has basically become the queen of self-destruction. How do you go from being a promising basketball star to a total embarrassment so quickly? It's almost impressive if it weren't so cringe-worthy. Every move she makes screams, "Look at me." But no one's impressed. Instead of focusing on basketball, she's mastered the art of making herself irrelevant. And those desperate attempts to stay in the spotlight with cheap, trashy outfits? Please. She looks more like a wannabe influencer than an athlete. She's officially become a joke, not just in the WNBA, but across women's sports. The only thing worse than her outfits is her complete lack of self-awareness.
I've been through so much, I've seen so much, I've been attacked so many times.
And the best part? Reese isn't even trying to fix her image. She's doubling down on it. Instead of thinking, maybe I should focus on my career, she's out here showing off her latest see-through outfit, which broke the internet in the worst way possible. Fans weren't angry. They were just embarrassed for her. The roasting in the comments was so brutal. Even I felt secondhand embarrassment just reading them.
Being overly sexualized. Well, what are we doing posting things like this, videos like this? Inquiring minds want to know, because I'm sort of confused.
This isn't her first time embarrassing herself. Remember when she got busted for steroids? As if her career wasn't already in trouble, she added that scandal on top. Yet, Angel still acts like she has it all under control. But let's be real, she's driven her career straight into the ground, and no amount of tacky outfits is going to save her now. She's out here digging her own grave and acting like it's some kind of victory lap. But wait, it gets worse. Let's talk about that infamous Sports Illustrated cover, the one where she ditched her basketball jersey for something that looks like it came from a garage sale labeled "Bad Decisions." Instead of making headlines for her skills, she's grabbing attention for how ridiculous she's willing to look just to stay relevant. And the best part? It's not even working. People are rolling their eyes so hard, they're about to dislocate their necks.
Walking through some parking garage with some, see-through apparel on, as you may see.
Angel Reese has gone from being a rising basketball star to a walking cautionary tale. Instead of focusing on her talent and career, she's doubling down on controversy, posting flashy, skin-bearing pictures while complaining about being objectified. Sure, a handful of people defend her, calling it confidence, but most see the hypocrisy. How can you cry about being sexualized when your social media is all about showing off? And when people comment, she plays the victim. Classic Angel Reese. It's a shame because she didn't have to end up like this. She was an all-star in 2024 and could have been remembered as one of the WNBA's greats. But instead of building on her basketball skills, she's turned to scandals and cheap publicity. Her attempts to stay relevant, like flaunting outfits that scream desperation, have backfired. Fans are embarrassed, supporters are giving up, and her credibility is sinking lower with every stunt. Take that AI nude scandal, for example. She acted shocked and outraged, but let's be real, she's been chasing this kind of attention for months. With over 2 million Instagram followers, how can she pretend to be surprised that people are watching? It's like she craves the spotlight, but doesn't want to deal with the consequences. What makes it worse is comparing her to athletes like Caitlin Clark and Aya Wilson. Caitlin's winning Rookie of the Year and Aya's an MVP, all for their talent and hard work. They don't need scandals or outrageous outfits to stay relevant. Meanwhile, Angel's making headlines for all the wrong reasons and dragging the WNBA's reputation down with her. Even her chance to turn things around with the unrivaled 3-on-3 women's basketball league was wasted. This was a huge opportunity to rebuild her image, but instead, she turned it into another sideshow. At this point, Angel isn't just hurting herself. She's hurting the league, her fans, and the sport that gave her a platform. So, where does it end? How much further will she fall before hitting rock bottom? Right now, it's hard to say. But one thing is clear. Angel Reese doesn't care about basketball anymore. All she cares about is staying in the spotlight, no matter how ridiculous she has to act. The WNBA and its fans deserve better, but instead, they're left with a sad reminder that talent alone means nothing without respect for the game.